Right. We have been discussing question number 2, relevant for 2020, that allocation should be done from the beginning. Allocation, it has given other production overhead. Other production overhead, it has given additional fourth one. Value it has given separately. Therefore, it should be done from the beginning. As well as additional second one, relevant for factory manager salary. Assembly department, there are 2 managers available, and finishing department, only 1 manager available. Monthly salary is given. Therefore, annual salary can be calculated into number of managers, and total manager salary can be calculated. Therefore, assembly department, 2 managers available. Finishing department, only 1 manager. Therefore, manager salary also can be recognized directly department wise. Therefore, manager salary also can be recorded as a allocation. Therefore, manager salary can be recorded as allocation. Or it has given number of managers also. Total value it has given 900,000. 2:1 ratio also can be distributed. Therefore, other production overhead, allocation, production manager salary, it can be used as allocation or as apportionment. Then other expense should be considered from the beginning. Other expense, indirect wages, only factory value should be considered, not administrative department. Total value is given 750, but you have to consider only 700. Indirect wages, factory only. Therefore, indirect wages value equal 700. It is depend on number of workers. It has given number of employee 20, 12, and 3. Therefore, here ratio equal 20 is to 12 is to 3. Therefore, number of employee, it has given 20 is to 12 is to 3. Therefore, expenses, indirect wages value equal 750. Indirect wages value 750. Record it. Indirect wages value equal 700, not 750. Only factory value should be considered. As a basis, we have to use number of employees. Number of employees. Then distributed amount. Amount equal 700 should be distributed only for production department, only for all 3 departments. Therefore, here total value equal, here total value equal 35. Therefore, 700 divided by 35 into 12, calculator can be used. Take the answers. Take the answers. Therefore, here total amount equal 35. 700 divided by 35 equal 20. Therefore, 20 into 200 equal 400. 20 into 12 equal 240. 20 into 3 equal 60. Indirect wages, apportionment, production manager salary consider. Next one, rent expense, only factory, rent expense available, administrative department also. Therefore, rent of the building, only factory value 960. Rent of the building, only factory value, not total value, 960. Then think about rent expense normally depend on floor space. Therefore, floor space is, it has given 24,000, 16,000, and 8,000. All value can be divided by 8,000. Therefore, 8,000 all the value can be divided. Take the ratio. Therefore, here 3 is to 2:1. 3:2:1. Therefore, rent expense only factory, not administrative building. Rent expense only factory value 960. Floor space value equal 960. Floor space basis 321. Here total amount equal 6. Therefore 960,000 divided by 6 equal 160 into 3 equal 480. Therefore 960 divided by 6 into 2 equal 320. As well as 960 divided by 6 equal 160. Apportionment, it has given rent expense administrative building also. Only you have to consider factory building. Next one. Think about this one also. Rent expense available administrative building. How to calculate this value? See the additional information it has given. Third one, company pay monthly rent 10,000 for the building where the administrative department is located. Monthly rent is given 10,000. Therefore, administrative department also value can be calculated. But that value should not be recorded in the analysis sheet. 10,000 monthly value into 12 equal 120,000. Values in 1000. Therefore, rent expense relevant for administrative department. But we have to consider only factory value. Total value, this one plus this one. This is the total value. And think about machine depreciation. Machine depreciation available only factory. Therefore, machine depreciation depend on cost value of machinery. Think about ratio here. 3 million and 2 million. Therefore, ratio 3:2. Machine depreciation 3:2 ratio. Machine depreciation value equal 800,000. First one record machine depreciation. Expense cost item machine depreciation. Value equal 800,000. As basis you have to use cost value of machinery. Therefore, cost value of machinery equal 3:2 ratio. Therefore, base is 3:2 ratio. Total expense equal 800,000. Available only factory, not available administrative department. You have to consider only factory available expense. Right now, take the values. 800,000 divided by 5 equal 160 into 3 equal 480 and 320. Apportionment, machine not available is store. Therefore, it is not relevant for store. The next one, think what indirect wages consider. Production and salary okay, rent building okay, machine depreciation okay, but office equipment depreciation, it is not relevant for factory. Therefore, office equipment depreciation should not be considered. And electricity charges. Electricity charges, total value is given. Total value. It has not given clearly factory and administrative building. Read additional third one again. Think how to calculate this value. It has not given in the paper. Total value is given, but factory as well as administrative building value is not given. Think what kilowatt hours it has given. 2,000, 1,000 and 5,000. Administrative department. Available value also given additional third one. It is given here. An annual usage of electricity is 500 kilowatt hours used by the administrative department. Administrative department use 500 kilowatt. Therefore, total kilowatt equal assembly 2000, finishing 1000, store 500, administration 500. Total kilowatt equal 5000, 4000. Therefore, 4000. For 4000, paid 400,000 rupee value. Therefore, 400,000 divided by 4,000 into 500. Relevant for administrative department value. Think about this one. 400,000 values in 1000. Values in 1000, total value equal 400. It is relevant for 4000 kilowatt. Therefore, 400 divided by 4000 into 500. That's administrative department electricity expense. And factory available total kilowatt equal 3500. But 400 total value divided by 4000 into 3500. This is electricity expense relevant for factory. It can be calculated 400 minus 50. Therefore, this is the electricity charges available in the factory, but it has not given clearly. Right, factory value equal 350. Electricity charges expense, it is depend on kilowatt hours. Administrative department also available, but it should not be considered. Now take the value. Electricity only 350, not 400. Therefore, expenses electricity charges value equal 350. Only you have to consider factory available value. Therefore, kilowatt hours. Think about ratios. You have to consider only factory. This one should not be considered. It has not given here. Then think about ratio only for administrative assembly, finishing and store. Here ratio equal. All three value can be divided by 500. Therefore, ratio equal. All value can be divided by 500. Therefore, 4:2:1. This is ratio. This one should not be considered. Therefore, kilowatt hours, electricity expense should be distributed by using kilowatt hours. Total expense you have to consider only factory available value. Here total amount equal 7. Therefore, 350 divided by 7 equal 50 into 4 equal 200 and 50 into 2 equal 100 and 50 into 1 equal 50. This is the overhead analysis sheets. Allocation and apportionment. All the expense consider. Indirect wages okay, production manager salary okay, rent expense building consider, machine depreciation okay, but office equipment depreciation should not be considered. Reason it has available only administrative department, not available factory. And electricity charges, think about not 400, you have to consider only 350. And other production overhead already considered. It has given clearly additional fourth one. Allocation, other production overhead allocation. Right now, before reapportionment, read additional information fourth one, fifth one. Total overhead of store are reapportionment equally between two production department equally. Before reapportionment, you have to calculate total value each department. Take the total value each department. Total value each department. 30 plus 60 plus 160 plus 50, take the answer. Therefore, service department total value equal 300,000. Service department total value equal 300,000. And take the finishing department total value. Finishing department total value. Here total value equal 1350. and take the assembly department total value. Assembly department total value equal 2350. 2350. Then take total value. Total value equal 4000. Allocation and apportionment consider already. Allocation and apportionment consider. Now reapportionment. Overhead cost available in the service department should be redistributed among the production department. This is a 2020 paper. Then think about basis for reapportionment is given additional 5. Total overhead of store or reapportionment equally between two production department equally. Therefore, reapportionment overhead cost of store. Here reapportionment overhead cost of store basis for reapportionment equally mean 1:1. Equally mean 1:1. Therefore, here 300 available minus 300. That value should be redistributed among the production department equally, half and half, 150 and 150. Now take the total value. Each production department. Therefore, service department is to 0. And this one plus this one equal 1500. And this one plus this one equal 2500. Total value is not changed, equal 4000. This is the overhead analysis sheet. 2020 paper. Allocation, apportionment, reapportionment, then absorption ratio should be calculated. This is a requirement one. First one, they ask prepare the overhead analysis sheet. Therefore, requirement one, consider overhead analysis sheet showing clearly basis for apportionment and overhead absorption ratio assembly and finishing department. Requirement 2, think about additional 6 also. Overhead of production department are absorbed based on machine hours. Annual estimated machine hours for assembly and finishing department. It has given estimated machine hours also. All two departments based on machine hours, absorption ratio should be calculated. Right now, write the equation. There are two production department available. Absorption ratio should be calculated each and every production department. Each and every production department. Absorption ratio should be calculated each and every production department. That first one, write the equation. OAR, overhead absorption ratio. First one, take the assembly department and finishing department. Estimate overhead divided by estimate machine hours. And finishing department also divide by estimate machine hours. Now not estimate labor hours. All two department use absorption ratio calculation, estimated machine hours. Right now, estimate overhead assembly department 2.5 million. Take rupee value 2.5 million and divided by estimated machine hours. Estimated machine hours, it has given additional for 6. It has given annual estimated machine hours for assembly department 50,000. Finishing department 60,000. Therefore, assembly department 50,000 estimate machine hours. It has given clearly. But finishing department 60,000. Then calculate absorption ratio. divided by 50,000. Then take the answer. Therefore, here answer equal rupees 50. 2.5 million divided by 50. Therefore, here per machine hours rupees 50. Rupees 50 per machine hours. Per machine hours. And calculate OAR finishing department also. Estimate overhead equal finishing department 1.5 million. Estimate overhead equal 1.5 million. And that value divide by estimated machine hours. It has given finishing department 60,000. Annual estimated machine hours. Finishing department 60,000. Therefore, divided by 60,000. Take the answer. 1.5 million divided by 60,000 equal rupees 25 per machine hours. Per machine hours. Therefore, this is the absorption ratio each and every production department. Based on estimated information should be calculated. Estimated overhead available in the analysis sheets and estimated machine hours also given. Right now, think about requirement third one. This is second one answer. Second requirement. And analysis sheet first requirement. Requirement 1. They ask overhead analysis sheet. Then requirement third one. Total administrative overheads. Now they ask total administrative overhead also. Total administrative overhead. Prepare working like this. Total administrative overhead. Third requirements. Let prepare working like this. There are two columns. Now think about administrative overhead total value. Administrative department. It has given total overhead here. This is administration department. Think about indirect wages available. Therefore, here administration department. Take values in 1000. Take values in 1000. That this is expense. There's administrative department. Total overheads. Indirect wages. Value equal 50,000. Values in 1050. Take that value. Indirect wages. Value equal 50. Like that, see the administrative department. Then it is given rent expense. Rent of the building. Monthly value is given 10,000 into 12. It has available additional third one. Company pay monthly rent 10,000 for building where the administrative department is located. Therefore, rent expense for administrative building 10,000 into 12 equal 120,000. Therefore, rent of the building expense rent of the building value can be calculated. Just given monthly value equal 10,000 into 12. Therefore, 120,000 values in 1000. Like that, you have to consider only administrative department. And it has given office equipment depreciation 30,000. It has given office equipment depreciation 30,000 cost item office equipment depreciation. Value equal 30. Next one, it is given here electricity charges, total value is given, and it is given number of kilowatt used in the administrative department, and factory also available electricity kilowatt used in the factory, it is given here 2000, 1500. Additional third one, it is given use kilowatt 500 administrative department. Therefore, total kilowatt equal 4000. For 4000, paid 400,000. Therefore, relevant for administrative department 500 kilowatt. Therefore, 400,000 divided by 4000 into 500. Think about additional third one also. Therefore, electricity charges relevant for administrative department equal 50. Therefore, electricity charges administrative department equal 50. How to calculate? 400,000, that is the total value. It is relevant for 4000 kilowatt, but 500 kilowatt relevant for administrative department. 500 kilowatt relevant for administrative department. Therefore, value equal 50,000. Take the values in 1000. Now take the answers. There's total overhead available in the administrative department. Then calculate total value. Here total value equal 250 rupees 1000. Total value equal rupees 50, 250, values in 1000. Therefore, this is the total administrative overheads. Total administrative overheads. Total administrative overheads. $250,000. Recommend 3. Now think about next one. First one, second one, third one, okay. Now there's production cost per unit, product A, as well as selling price per unit, product B. Prime cost is given. See the additional seventh one. There are two production available. Following information relevant for two product A and B, manufactured by the company, and actual machine hours to produce one unit. Those are relevant for absorption. Absorption ratio calculated already. Assembly and finishing department, and prime cost also given, and profit margin is given. Now think how to calculate production cost per unit. After that, by adding profit margin, selling price can be calculated. Very, very important. Right. Now prepare the format. There are two production available. Cost per unit calculation. There are two product A and B. Therefore, there are two columns for that. Recommend 5 and 4 and 5. That there are two production available. Therefore, two columns for that. Prime cost is given. Product A and B. There are two production available. Product A and B. First one, take the prime cost. Prime cost equal to 225 and 310. This is prime cost. It is given. Product A and B. Therefore, here A and B. A and B. First one, take the prime cost. Prime cost it is given. Then plus overhead absorption. Plus overhead absorption. plus overhead absorption from production department. Therefore, there are two production department available from production department. First one, assembly and finishing. From assembly department, from assembly for A and B. There are two products available from assembly for product A and for product B. There are two production available, two production department available. Therefore, absorption should be done each and every production department. Then production cost per unit can be calculated. Next one, from assembly department. From assembly, so from finishing department. Second one, from finishing department. From finishing department for A and B. From the beginning, you have to calculate production cost per unit. Then answer is a production cost per unit. Production cost per unit. Production cost per units. Then sometime it is given non-production overhead, but in this example, not given non-production overheads. Therefore, based on production cost. See the example again. It has given profit margin on selling price. Non-production overhead is not given. Right. Prime cost we know. Then actual machine hours are also given. Actual machine hours also given. First one, think about format. Prime cost plus overhead absorption equal production cost per unit. Then plus profit margin now. Not markup. Profit margin. Profit margin for A and B. There are two products available now for A and B. Profit margin also for A and B. Then answer is selling price. Answer is selling price. Answer is selling price. Right now, record given information. First one, try to recognize how to calculate production cost per unit. Then add profit margin, not markup, for A as well as for B. Then selling price can be calculated. Right, record given information. Absorption ratio calculated. Assembly department absorption ratio 50 per machine hours. 50 per machine hours. Therefore, assembly department 50 per machine hours. 50 into number of machine hours. And for B also same way. 50 into number of machine hours. Number of machine hours, it is given additional 6. And finishing department also absorption ratio calculated 25 per machine hours. Per machine hours 25. Therefore 25 per machine hours. Think what number of machine hours. And product B also same way. From finishing department 25 per machine hours. Now think number of machine hours from assembly department, from finishing department. Machine hours, it is given additional 7. Actual machine hours to produce 1 unit. Assembly department 2 hours and 4 hours. For A 2 hours, for B 4 hours. Therefore, absorption ratio calculated. Actual machine hours also given. Therefore, 2 hours relevant for A, 4 hours relevant for B. Then absorption from assembly department 2 hours, 15 to 2 for A, B 4 hours. Therefore, 50 into 2 relevant for A and 50 into 4 relevant for B. Absorption, overhead absorption. Then finishing department also machine hours. Think about finishing department machine hours 3 hours for A, for B 2 hours. 3 hours for A, 2 hours for B. 3 hours, 2 hours. 3 hours for A, 2 hours for B. Therefore, 25 into 3, 75, and 25 into 2 equal 25. 25 and 2 equal 50 here. Here total amount equal 50. Now take the total value. Then production cost per unit can be calculated. Production cost per unit can be calculated. Take total value production cost per units. Prime cost plus overhead absorption equal production cost per units. Then take here total value. Therefore, production cost per unit A equal 400 and B equal 560. This is the production cost per unit. Production cost per units. Then think about profit margin. Profit margin is given for A and B. First one, think about general equation. Profit margin. Margin and markup they ask definitely. First one, think about profit margin. General equation. A and B. First one, think about A. First one, think about A. General equation, cost plus profit equals selling price. Cost plus profit equal selling price. Cost plus profit equal selling price. This is the general equation. Think about now it has given profit margin. If it is margin, selling price 100. Think about product A, profit margin is given. First one, think about A. Profit margin is given on selling price 25. Product A, profit margin 25%. Right, first one, think about product A. Profit margin is given 25%. If it has given margin, selling price 100. Based on selling price, profit determined. If it has given margin, selling price 100. Therefore, think about this one equal. Profit equal 25%. Then think about cost value. Profit equal 25%. Then think about cost value. Therefore, this is the equation. Cost value equals 75. Profit margin on selling price 25% A. Now think about A. A cost value we know equal 400. Therefore, A profit how to calculate? Think about cost value equal in this example 75. Profit think about they are selling price. Therefore, profit margin 400,000 divided by 75. Therefore, A 400,000 cost value divide by 75 into 100 equal selling price, but profit equal 25. Therefore, here profit into 25 into 100 directly can be calculated selling price. Therefore, this is the profit A. Therefore, 400,000 divided by 75 into 25. Therefore, here profit equal 133.33. Then production cost plus profit equal selling price. Therefore, 533.33. This is selling price if they ask A. But in this example, they don't ask A. But just think how to calculate. Profit margin it is given 25% on selling price. Now think of product B. Product B it is given profit margin not 25%. හොඳට බලන්න මේ හදන විදිය. Product B also profit margin is given 20%. B profit margin is given 20%. Margin profit margin on selling price 20% B. Now think about B. This is A. Think about B also. This is product B. Profit margin 20%. Profit 20. If it is margin selling price 100. Therefore cost value equal 80. Now think about profit margin here. B. Cost value we know 560. In this example, cost value equal. Think about product B. Product B cost value equal 80. Profit equal 20. Therefore, profit margin. Think about B. Cost per unit equal 560 divided by here cost value equal 80 into 20. Therefore, this is profit margin 560 divided by 80 into 20. Therefore, here value equal 140. Therefore, product B selling price equal cost plus profit margin. Here total money equals 700. Therefore, this is selling price. By using profit margin, selling price by using profit margin. Think what from the beginning production cost per unit, prime cost is given plus overhead absorption. Then production cost per unit can be calculated. Then by using profit markup or margin, selling price can be calculated. In this example, it has given profit margin. Right now, see the requirements. This is a way normally you have to calculate. Now think about requirement. Fourth requirement, production cost per unit, product A. Product A, they ask production cost per unit. Production cost per unit, product A. Then requirement fourth one, production cost per unit, they ask. Production cost per unit, product A. Production cost per unit, product A equal rupees 400. This is the answer. There's production cost per unit, product A. Value equal 400. Fourth one, fourth requirement answer is 400. Therefore, rupees 400. This is a production cost per unit, product A. Then fifth one, think about requirement 5. There's selling price per unit, product B. Selling price per unit they ask. Product B. Selling price per unit, product B. Selling price per unit. Product B selling price calculated. See the product B selling price equal 700 rupees 700. They are selling price only product B. Therefore, product B selling price equal rupees 700. Right, there are 5 requirements. This is a 2020 paper. Think about it has given. First one, think about overhead analysis sheets. Requirement 1. There are 3 departments available. Allocation, apportionment, reapportionment available. Then absorption ratio should be calculated in the production department. There are 2 production departments based on estimated information. Then there's total administrative overhead, administrative expense. Administrative overhead should not be included. Overhead analysis sheet. Administration expense should not be included. Then think how to calculate production cost per unit as well as selling price by adding profit margin. Sometimes it has given profit markup. Then think how to calculate selling price also. Think about margin. If it is margin, selling price 100. If it is markup, cost value 100. Profit, it may be 20%, 25%, 30%, 40%. It has changed. Right? Think about in this example, specific area. Very important this one. Think about administrative department also given. Factory consists in 2 production department. Factory available, 2 production department. Important thing, think about rent of the building. It has given administrative also. Additional third one, very important. Additional third one.